Guys, this is Ring from the Rink, and right now I am super excited and I'm downtown. I am in Chinatown again, and this time, no, it's not my steak journey. This is one restaurant that I absolutely really wanted to go. And as I approached the time to go and introduce this restaurant to you guys, I'm getting more excited. I'm not kidding. And this restaurant is R&D. My heart, man, it's pumping. I'm telling you, I'm really excited. So let's go. I'm going to show you that place right now. And in case you guys didn't know where R&D is on Spadina, all you got to look for is this place, Stussy. That's right, right next to Stussy, as you can see right here. This is Dango, and you can see R&D. I'll show you a little bit of Dango. This is Dango inside of the R&D that we're gonna head into. I've never been in. So we got into this place, and let me tell you, the ambience is absolutely amazing. It's got vibes of all sorts of culture. I mean, it's like a culture shock going on right here. They got all these Hollywood lights on top of my head. They got Mao in the back. And they got some sort of reggae stuff, but on top of the reggae sheets, they got some sort of Asian China. I have no idea what's going on. They have an open kitchen, which is cool because then you get to see your master chef, Eric Chung, doing his master work right there behind the food bar. We've ordered every single item from the dim sum menu. I'm gonna show you guys this bun. This bun is absolutely amazing. Just like all the other dim sums they've made, they make them in-house. The wrappings or the dough or whatnot, I mean, it's all in-house. So I'm gonna try this. This is so tender. The meat on the shell is super tender, moist, and yet the fresh kimchi doesn't clash with any of these things. This is really tasty. And there's a little bit of spice to this as well. It's amazing. Okay, so the next, my grandpa's fen guo. This, as the server has told us, the wrapping, it's freshly made just prior to putting all this together into this form before they steam it. Because there's truffle inside, that aroma, it just stays with you. As soon as you put it in the cavity of your mouth, it exudes that strong truffle taste, but nevertheless, it will not overpower its other ingredients, such as the bamboo soup and minced meat that's inside. It's very congruent with everything else that is wrapped inside it. Next destination, Japan. This is the Hokkaido Scallop Sumai. Sumai I have been having all my life. This Sumai, let me tell you how I feel about it after swallow. Sumai, as you know, consists of seafood and meat, namely pork. This one has scallop on top of the chunks of shrimp inside. And therefore, it gives you a refreshing ocean feel. It is very seafood-like, but nevertheless, the meat inside also complements with the other ingredients in this sumai. It is very, very tasty. This must be very familiar to all you food lovers around the world. This is the world famous spring rolls, as you can see. Now, they named theirs French onion spring roll, not just spring roll. Let's try this out. Now, this spring roll, it's very meaty. You get the outer shell, it's fried to a crisp. Sometimes when you over fry something, this does not have that. And it's also got a special aroma from inside of the minced beef that's absolutely stuffed to the brim in these French onion spring rolls. Now this thing is a sticky situation. Why? Because this is what they call a pot sticker. Now I had to go through my Asian vocabulary to find out what exactly is a pot sticker. And it's funny, I mean, if you understand the language, the way they named it, very, very smart. Now, something like this definitely goes with something like this. Alcohol is perfect for fried, deep fried Asian food. This is the Buddha's something, but I have no idea what it's got to do with Buddha, but it's got everything to do with freshness. It's like, it's got yuzu or it's got like lemon or something. It's just, I mean, you'll love it. You wouldn't even think that you're drinking alcohol. It's very refreshing. And we're gonna go ahead and, you know, break this like this so you could get the dumpling looking thing out of its web. This dish having doubanjiang, pickled chili, vinegar, and honey, the flavors that is in your mouth is just bouncing and dancing in your mouth because it's got so many ingredients here and it's very complex. The lamb is very tender and therefore absorbs all the other ingredients, make it that much more tasteful. So the next things on that we should talk about, got a new drink because we finished the last one off. And this is called Dangerously Crushable. And this one is equally as good. I mean, their cocktails are good. Now, this is the char siu bao, or as they like to call it, CSB. If I had to tell you the history of me and char siu bao, I have to make the movie as long as maybe Sicario or something. Instead of me telling you my whole life long story with char siu bao, I'm just going to tell you how this one here tastes like. This has to be one of the most tasty char siu baos I've ever had in my life. Some may complain because it's not the steam and white looking CSB that a lot of people are accustomed to. But this one here, I'm telling you, CSBs, you really can't even go wrong most of the times. But this one is absolutely amazing. The interaction between the meat, the dough, and whatever ingredients they put in to make it a little sour, a little salty, and a little sugary. It mixes so well that you would think that ingredient was one ingredient. I'm telling you, this CSB is divine. We've pretty much finished our dim sum, but we're definitely not finished for the night. Next thing on the menu is this chicken. Now this chicken has a lot of flavors. First thing that hits you is the dust of cheese. It's got that little cheese dust all over it. You could see it. You could surely taste it. Strong, yet not overpowering. The rest of the spices that are used to marinate this masterpiece of a fried chicken. This fried chicken has like 16 or 17 different spices. This chicken inside, although you can't really tell, it is super tender, trust me. It's like crazy tender. There's no separation of the inside tenderness and the outer shell. I mean, it's all totally delicious, all just together. This big bowl right here is our last item. This is the Rnd Fried Rice. Now, to be honest, I'm not a fried rice person, but I am now. Truth be told, this rice, if I'm not mistaken, is all veggie. Coconut rice, leaves, Singapore crunch, portobellos, and shake mushroom. This rice, I'm telling you something you want to get. This rice is so tasty. What really will attract you is that the thin layer of Singapore crunch, and I think it's got a little kick of spice in there somewhere, making this really attractive. You can't stop eating once you start. So if you like my video, please remember to comment, like, and share. And if you think my content's pretty good, please do consider subscribing to my channel. Help me out a lot.
Grab an ice cream on top of it.
What better way to introduce to you than how he described it? The presentation of the food here that they serve to you is not only tasty, not only that it works with its vibe, the way that they present the food, it's very artsy. I mean, it makes you want to eat it, that's one thing. And if I have to say, I would say it's got a flair of the Michelin star type of arrangement of the food. Wow, this hits on two fronts of what I would consider to be exciting, if you know, food can be exciting. First of all, it's sweet. It's sweet. It's got a little hint of saltiness to it. So on one front, sugar, salt. That creates that conflict into your taste buds. But the second thing is even more simple. It's hot, and it's got the bourbon ice cream. And when you put both of that stuff in your mouth at the same time, dude, it is divine. It is out of this world, and it hits you hard on these two fronts. Well, I'd like to congratulate Alvin and Eric and the rest of the staff here at R&D. Congratulations.